This is the 5-Minute Monday Motivator with me, Alistair McCall, and it's time to get your week started champion-minded. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the 5-Minute Monday Motivator with me, Alistair McCall. In this week's episode, I'm going to be talking about how winners adapt. In fact, it was Charles R. Swindoll who said, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. If there's something that's really stood out for me in the last 12 months, 15 months, especially with COVID, it's been that the people who have succeeded, the people who have gotten ahead or who have thrived and not only survived in this last period are the ones who've been able to adapt to change quicker. And especially with the COVID, it was totally unexpected. None of us expected this. But those who were able to think quickly, think on their feet, come up with solutions quicker, not be stuck on problems, those were the people that got ahead. And that's why I wanted to really get into this episode this week of that winners adapt and how do you adapt quicker? Well, first of all, it's a mindset, staying more open-minded because things are constantly changing. In fact, there's that quote, the only thing that's constant is change. So let me ask you, how do you adapt to change? How do you adapt to the unexpected? How do you adapt to changes in the work environment or the school or the home, for example? Those will determine how successful you become and how quickly you get ahead. Now, maybe you're an athlete. You certainly had to adapt to the last 12, 15 months. In fact, just this weekend, I was speaking to an Olympian who was well prepared for 2020. Obviously got the news that it wouldn't be happening in Japan, in Tokyo last year, and had to reshuffle, had to rechange, redesign her training program for this year again. And here's the thing, yes, it is on right now, but that could change in another day. So she has had to adapt, right, to those things. As an athlete, you have to adapt to injury change, program change, weather change, all these things. Your opponents, you're having to adapt to your opponents. Maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a coach, where you have to have the ability to adapt to change in strategy, or with the athletes or the people you work with, your pupils, for example. Great teachers, great coaches are able, and great leaders for that matter, are able to adapt their style of communication and adapt their approach to people. Maybe you're in corporate, maybe you're a homemaker, for example, or especially with the homeschooling, you have had to change and adapt. Now, we know right now we're living in times of technological change is fast. And we've had to adapt to Zoom Life, Microsoft Life, all these platforms are coming out. So let me ask you, are you someone that fights change? Are you one of those people when iPhone or Samsung, whoever it is on your smartphone change the system, or Facebook change their format, and you complain and moan instead of just say, okay, this is what it is. Let's adapt, let's change, let's get on with it. Guys, one last story before we go, and it's one of my favorite stories when it comes to adapting. It was in 2018, I was up at Duke University, one of these schools that I consult at, and I had the opportunity to meet the man himself, Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K, probably one of the most successful basketball coaches of all time. Gold medal winning coach with Team USA in 2008 and 2012. And of course, he's had over 40 seasons, successful seasons at Duke University. And I asked him one afternoon in his office under the bleachers, Coach, what is the key to success in having 40 seasons and being such a great coach? And he said to me, Alistair, it's not just the key in sports or your career, it's the key in life is be adaptable, because the only thing that's constant is change. He said the more adaptable you are, the more successful you'll be in life. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the 5-Minute Monday Motivator, Winners Adapt. Also, look out, this Thursday, I'll be introducing a 3-part series on mental toughness. Thursday's episode will be What is Mental Toughness? Part 2, the following week, will be Building Confidence. And part 3, the final part in the series of the mental toughness, will be Mindfulness. So look out for that. That's being released this Thursday. So until next time, remember you were made for greatness. Now go do the work. Stay champion-minded.